Welcome to Business Line's State of the Economy podcast, where you'll find insight, analysis, and the story behind the numbers.
Hi, listeners. Welcome to Business Line's State of the Economy podcast on agriculture. The spices market in the country has really been spiced up in the past couple of years, thanks to the vagaries of the weather. Last year, Jeera prices more than doubled before giving up all the gains by the year end. It is the turn of turmeric prices now to more than double. Dhanya or coriander too has been witnessing an uptrend. All these spices have gained because of indifferent weather. The Jeera crop was affected by untimely rains in 2021 and unusual heat in 2022-2023. Turmeric has been affected by the lack of rains due to the southwest monsoon. There are similar impacts on other crops too. To tell us more on how the spices story will unfold this year, we have Anu V Pai, Commodity Research Analyst, Geojit Financial Services with us. Welcome to Business Line State of the Economy podcast, Ms. Anu V Pai. How will 2024 be for spices and how different will it be from 2023?
Thank you, sir, for calling me on this podcast. The spices had recently, in the 2023, last year has been a very spectacular one for many spices like jeera, garlic, turmeric, etc. We saw many of them going to all-time highs. Last year, there were many, basically, what happened was that most of the spices were going up mainly due to the supply side issues. Okay, like production of many of spices like jeera were lower, and because of that, there were also issues with weathers. Weather in the major growing countries. So because of that, we saw a rally in spices, and this year we have to see because. Initially, it's just the arrival time for many of the spices. So actually, we are all at a kind of waiting time for to set the trend right now.
Fine. So, what are the spices that are likely to see some sort of uptrend this year? I think turmeric could be one.
Turmeric is one of the spice that could give a good run this time, but looking at the supply side factors like production, the season is set to start. Harvesting of spice, this yellow spice is set to start now. Actually, it is a bit delayed because last year the arrival of southwest monsoons were late. So because of that, sowing lag and the area compared to last year is expected to be lower, especially in the major growing states like Maharashtra, Telangana, and Tamil Nadu. So because of that, we could expect a rise in turmeric prices, but now we have to see how the exports will be because looking at the spices board data, the latest one being for April to November period, what we saw was that there was a slight dip in turmeric exports. Okay, one thing is how the arrivals will be in coming days, the harvest and arrival, and the climatic condition during this time. I mean, the harvesting time, plus the export demand. But anyway, now the main festival season is coming up like Holi, Ramzan and all. So because of that, there will be some buying. So initially we can expect a firm move, but we have to see whether it will cross the all-time high.
Jeera is the other one which was probably the star of spices last year. So right now prices are down by more than 50%. So how do you see Jeera behaving? What's really happening on the Jeera front?
Jeera, actually, since this, after the COVID times, we have been seeing a rally in Jeera prices. That is around from 2021 onwards, end of 2021 onwards. We are seeing a rally in Jeera prices, and the last year it had gone up to around 65,000 per 100 kg. So, and from there, that is last year by say mid of the year, it had gone up like that. From there, there was a correction, and actually in 2020, end of 2023, it was I mean, it mostly gave up all the gains it had made during the initial part of 2023, and it is currently trading near its 1 year lows. For now, the thing is, Jeera, uh, area under Jeera in the major producing states like Gujarat and Rajasthan, it has gone up considerably. And if we see actually area under Jeera in Rajasthan, which is the second largest producing state, it is much higher than what we see in Gujarat. Usually Gujarat is the top producing state. If the weather also remains favorable, I mean during this harvesting time, then there could be some downward pressure in Jeera, but still the main factors now coming will be the export demand and the festival demand.
Now, what we hear is that Jeera acreage had gained at the cost of dhanya. So, how do you see dhanya going forward, the prices of dhanya or what we call coriander?
See, coriander prices for long it has been bottoming out. Mostly during this 2003 time, actually it has been moving in a range only. Even the lower acreage, we can expect some pullbacks, but it will depend on how the demand will be. There is strong export demand because of which coriander prices are not going lower, and the acreage is also lower this time. But it seems that the stocks are sufficient. So it will depend actually on how the output will be and how strong the export demand will be in the coming days. The recent data from Spices Board had showed that around there has been a gain of 180% for the period of April to November 2023 in exports.
Oh.
So if exports remain strong, we can expect a firm move.
Overall, so we are now waiting for the arrivals to see how the prices will behave. Am I right on that?
Yes, sir. Because this January to April, May period is mainly an arrival season for this harvesting time and arrival season for this Jeera, coriander, and turmeric.
Okay. So now prices will hinge on exports as well as festive demand, like one for Ramadan.
Yes, Ramzan, Holi, and all it's coming. So basically, these one is the climatic condition during this harvesting time. Second, how the production will be, and third, this festival demand, and fourth, the export demand.
It's been very great insights that we have got from talking to you, and thank you very much for those insight, Ms. Anu V Pai. Thank you very much. We'll meet again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.